Dominique Murdock. I'm the 2017 through 2019 FSC TEFL Trainer and Advisor. I received my master's in teaching English to speakers of other languages at the University of Southern California. And this is my third country I've taught English in, and I just was most recently in ETA in Kinmen. I've been working a lot throughout my educational experience with inclusivity, making sure we have differentiated classrooms, and making sure there's a representation of diversity in the classroom. So I focus a lot on equity over equality in my teaching and my teaching training. I've learned how to make classrooms a little bit more conducive to that environment, make sure we support the students with their own needs, reaching the learners on their own best kind of practice, and making sure that I provide this service also to the ETAs so they can do this in their classrooms with their LETs while still respecting the Taiwanese school system, but making sure we can bring elements of American education into the Taiwanese classroom. I think that ESL Education and EFL is going to continue to be at the forefront as the world becomes increasingly more diverse and schools want to adapt bilingual education. ESL is going to become more of a standard. I see that students, they can spell, they can sound things out, they can create sentences, but they're so afraid to speak. So I want to find ways to bridge those gaps in learning and in teaching and bring a lot of what we do in the American education system, but also what's really positive in other parts of the world, and kind of create this all-inclusive, all kind of differentiated curriculum that makes ESL really a strong, viable, educational reform going forward. I think sometimes I feel very frustrated or tired of people just staring at me all the time, or noticing me. I feel like you're always on display sometimes. So I think that can be a challenge just personally, just kind of, I just want to go to the grocery store, I just want to go to 7-Eleven, but you're always on display. So I think that is a bit of a personal challenge. And I think how that sometimes translates to my work is that I am not typically what people think of as someone as an ESL teacher or someone who is a TEFL trainer or advisor. They usually don't expect an African American woman. So it's sometimes I feel like I have to validate that I am experienced and I do have the knowledge and I do have the stepping stones that have brought me to this point of being able to give the knowledge that I'm bringing. I'm not just speaking out of my back pocket. It's actually, it has weight to it. So I think that has been a little bit of a professional challenge sometimes, just making sure I can speak with candor, but also letting people know that I have the know-how to be here and I know what I'm talking about. So that I think it's still a learning experience for me. It's learning how to work within a new culture and learning that everyone is not used to just seeing all different types of people all the time. So it's part of the adjustment period. So I think I'm learning to overcome that, definitely. I see that Fulbright Taiwan is doing things a lot differently. And in that I mean that we try to give workshops, we try to give support, we try to make sure that the ETAs are encouraged. I always think there is room to include more diversity. I always think there is room to have more people representing a larger number of America. So I'll talk about, and not in a negative way, but encouraging people to apply for this program and encouraging people to be a part of this program, because we're missing out on some demographics. And I think that's just because people don't go back and talk it up enough. So I would hope that I go back and kind of make this experience seem grand and wonderful, that it is, so that people will want to come here, and so that we build a stronger network, an alumni network, and that people are consistently reaching back and reaching out. So yeah, I think that just hopefully make this program more at the forefront of people's minds. I'm definitely really proud to be a Fulbrighter. It's an honor. I think that it's something in America we really value. And I appreciate being with this program going on 3 years. So I hope that my time here, I always try to leave things better than I found them. And I always want to bring something new to my environment or just improve on something. I never like to be a stagnant person. So I hope that during my time this last 3 years, I've brought something viable to this environment and to this program. And I hope to take away just as much as well. And I hope that going forward, we continue to create these strengthened partnerships with a diverse group of people in America, and that we bring more people here over to Taiwan.